Maytag dishwasher that refuses to start can turn a peaceful kitchen into a miniature crisis. But most of the time, the machine has simply stalled in its own software. Think of it as a laptop that froze mid-program. With the right reset, you can revive it in moments. Avoid an unnecessary service call and be loading clean plates long before dinner. What follows is a clear, step-by-step narration you can read word for word. Feel free to pause the recording whenever you need to show a close-up of the control panel or the breaker box. The journey begins at the plug or the breaker because Maytag hides its reboot button in a total loss of electricity. Cut the power for a full 60 seconds, no less, by unplugging the cord or flipping the dedicated breaker. That minute matters. Tiny capacitors inside the control board dribble out their stored energy only after several heartbeats, and the board will not clear its memory until every diode is truly dark. When the minute is up, restore power and watch the display. A brief flash of lights or a single chirp means the self-test has started and the computer has fresh power. Keep the door open at this point so the dishwasher stays in standby rather than trying to resume a half-finished wash. Touch start or start/resume once. Wait for the light to glow steadily, then close and latch the door firmly within 4 seconds. That handful of seconds is critical. The control board interprets any slower closure as indecision and may drop straight back into the fault state you just cleared. A low hum from the drain pump is your confirmation that the reset has taken hold and the machine has shifted back to its default welcome screen. If absolutely nothing responds, you may be fighting the hidden child safety feature called Control Lock. It disables every button and on some models flashes a padlock icon, while on others it simply ignores you. Hold the key marked Control Lock, hold 3 seconds for 3 slow seconds until the indicator extinguishes. Some layouts tuck the same safeguard under heated dry or a delay start pad. Wherever the legend lives, the cure is the same sustained press. Once the lock vanishes, the keypad springs back to life and any further resets will register. Should the panel still appear stubborn, reach for the classic Maytag combination that dates back more than a decade. With the door open, alternate heated dry and normal twice. Heated dry normal, heated dry normal, keeping a smooth rhythm. All the indicator lamps will ignite at once when the control enters its diagnostic routine, which also wipes most software faults as a side effect. Gently close the door, allow the pump to whir for a few seconds, then press cancel or cancel/drain to leave diagnostics and return to a freshly cleared standby state. Newer stainless front models swap hard label buttons for a single glossy membrane, so Maytag moved the reset behind a universal 1, 2, 3 secret. Choose any 3 keys that sit side by side, just avoid start and cancel, and tap them in sequence 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, never pausing more than a second between taps. Lights will race across the panel in a marquee pattern, and the washer will enter its brief diagnostic dance, spraying, draining, and spinning sensors for under 2 minutes. When it falls silent, the control is back to factory defaults and ready to wash again. Now and then a surge-soaked board clings to its old glitch even after the first power cut, so do not be shy about repeating the full 60-second outage and the keypad sequence a second time. Patience is cheaper than parts, and a stubborn microprocessor often relents on the next reboot. If lights return but pressing start triggers only silence, suspect the door latch before blaming the electronics. A rack shoved in backwards or a utensil protruding past the seal can prevent the latch switch from closing, and without that signal the control refuses to run for safety. Slide both racks home, inspect the strike plate, and listen for a solid metallic click as you close the door. Replacing a worn latch kit is a 10-minute fix that restores normal service without touching a circuit board. On the rare occasion the display stays black even with the breaker on. The thermal fuse mounted on the control housing may have opened to protect the board. Testing continuity with a multimeter reveals the truth in seconds, and the part costs little to replace. But if you are uneasy working with live wiring, this is the logical point to call a technician rather than gamble with household safety. Persistent flashing codes that reappear immediately after every successful reset indicate a genuine component fault. A flooded leak tray, a shorted wash pump, a stuck float switch. Suppressing the symptom with repeated resets will not cure the root cause, so document the code, press cancel to silence the alarm, and arrange service while your warranty still smiles upon you.